Kelly here with Kelly Soroka Life with a video for you today about creativity and magic. There's lots of ways that we can combine creativity and magic, and some very simple tools that you can use to boost your creativity by using magical tools, or using creativity in your magic to boost your magic. So one of the things that I'm going to show you a few things that you can work with, and these things that you can use to combine together to create a magic spell, a ritual, working that you can boost your creativity. Say you're having you have a project that you're working on, or you just feel like that your creativity is, you've just lost your mojo, you've lost your creative drive. There's something that you want to work on, and this could be in anything. It could be in your magical practice, it could be in a project that you're doing for work, or it could be a home improvement project that you are working on, or anything that you need some creative boost. And this is one way that you can, or some tools that you can use for to boost your creativity. And you can of course use them by themselves. You can use them and combine them together. You can substitute in things that you have on hand and put together kind of a little ritual, and you can use that when you need a boost to creativity. So the first thing is, this is Carnelian, and this is a very creative stone. It's very easy to find, and Carnelian helps ground you, but it also helps as you're being grounded. Then you can reach up and really tap into those inner creative powers that are waiting for you. So Carnelian is a really good stone to use when you want to have some creativity. So you can find, this is a kind of a large one that I keep on my desk, but you could also find a smaller Carnelian stone that you could carry with you if it's something that it's at work that you're maybe working on, or keep it in your workspace. And this will be good. It gives out those creative vibes. It gives that boost to your creativity and helps you, tap into new ideas. Now, another stone that you can use with, and this is a citrine. This is a little citrine point. And citrine comes in lots of different forms. You can find little citrine points like this. You can find citrine points that are lighter in color and a little more white and yellow in color. You can find tumbled citrine, and some of the tumbled citrine, and it'll be that really bright yellow. And some of the tumbled citrine has been heat treated, and so it's a heat treated amethyst, I believe, and so it's heat treated in it, and it becomes sold as citrine then. And it's great to use as well. So any way that you find citrine and you can relate to it, this is a good stone to use for creativity, because citrine is that golden color. It's associated with the sun. It's associated with intuition, abundance, and wisdom. So putting Carnelian and citrine together, if you're really needing a creative boost, these would be some good stones to work with, and using one or the other, or using them together, would be a good thing too. So along with the crystals, there are some herbs that you can use, and one of them I have both of them here, and you can see on this side I have some dried eucalyptus, and it's just little pieces of eucalyptus, so dried eucalyptus. And on this side, I have jasmine, some dried jasmine. So both of these, eucalyptus here and jasmine here, both of these are really good. And you can, of course, combine them with the herbs, the carnelian and the citrine. But these are really good because eucalyptus helps you make decisions. It helps get through blocks. And a lot of times with our creativity, we get to a point where, we just feel a block. We just feel like that we can't get past something, maybe a decision that we have to make, maybe that we are pressed for time and we really need a creative boost to get done in time. So eucalyptus is really good with helping you get through those blocks and making decisions that you need and giving you that creative boost that you need for when you need to work on a project or work on an art, something that you're working with, an art project, something like that. And then jasmine is really good for creative ideas. It helps open up your mind, helps open up, broaden your horizon so you can get some really good creative ideas, and it helps with confidence. And sometimes we get creative blocks because we don't feel confident, because we don't feel like we're at a place where we can be creative anymore, or we're starting something new and we don't have the confidence to start something new, something that we really want to do, something that we really want to try, maybe taking up a new hobby, like watercolor painting. And you get all this stuff, you get the paints and you get the paper and you get the brushes, and then you look at all these wonderful watercolor pictures on Instagram and you think, oh, I could never do that. And that gives you a creative block. And instead of just, starting at the beginning and being confident that you'll be able to learn along the way, then you just kind of back off and don't follow through with that creativity that you're really interested in, you really want to do. So again, it's eucalyptus for decision making, wisdom, and jasmine for creative ideas and confidence in your creativity. Now, the last thing that you can use, and you can add this in with the herbs and the crystals, or you can use it by itself, is an essential oil. And any essential oil that is citrus, like lemon or orange or lime, any of those would be good ones to use. And this happens to be a blood orange. And this is a straight essential oil, so I wouldn't use it like this, except if I were just going to take a little smell. But just doing that can really open your eyes, because that citrus has that fresh, fruity, tangy smell, and it's really good for getting your creative juices going. So the essential oil you could use in several different ways. If you have an essential oil burner, you could of course put the oil with some water and a tea light. You could use it, you could dilute it with a carrier oil. I really like almond oil. Some people use olive oil. Some people use jojoba oil. Any one of those that you really like to use, and you can just dilute it, and make sure that it's something that, if you dilute it, that if you use it on your skin, that it's something that's safe to use on your skin. So, do some research and make sure that it's nothing, of course, too, that you're allergic to or that you've had a reaction to in the past or anything like that. So, but you can dilute it and use it as just kind of put a dab here or there or here, and use it in diluted form. You could also make that, use it with the carrier oil and use it just as anointing oil. So you would just use it on a candle, or use it on, you could just use a little bit of that diluted oil on your stone. And it only takes a little bit. You don't really need to use any more than that. You can use that diluted oil and you just put a drop on something. There are some lava stones that you can get that you put the oil on, and it diffuses the oil into the air. And so any of those are good, and pick out the one that you like, that really speaks to you in creativity, something that really gets your creative juices flowing. So any of those you can use in any of those ways to boost your creativity. And then you could use any of these as well in magical workings that you want to do for a creativity spell. Say you want to create a whole ritual, and so that you have it when you feel creatively blocked, that you have a whole ritual that you can do. And this could be, something as easy as putting a stone with some of the herbs around it, like putting the citrine in with the herbs so that you have these surrounded, and then you could have this put out, and then you could do your ritual and open your ritual, make your intention. What is your intention? What is your specific intention? And it could be that it's just a general creativity spell. It's just a general, I need a really creative jump start. And it could be something more specific. I need some creative confidence so that I can take this new class that I want to take on watercolor painting. So you can use these kinds of things and put them together in your own way to make a spell that will help you become more creative. So these are just a few of the tools that you can use, and a few of the ways that you can use these tools to boost your creativity and create your own creativity spell, and use and these kind of boosts that creativity when you're actually writing the spell, and then you'll have this creative, and maybe when you're getting ready to write another spell, or when you're doing another magical practice, you already have this ritual, or you'll have this stone that has the oil on it, or you'll have the herbs by your side in a little container or something like that, so that it's always with you, so that you put these creative juices into the air. And now whenever you do another magical work, say you're working on a new moon intention, and so you have all these creative things going for you, you have the citrine on your desk, or you have the carnelian with you, and so now you're ready to work very magically and very creatively on something else. So it's really a good way to boost your creativity in general, and to boost your creativity in other magical practices. So it all works together. So these are great ways to use creativity. And if you would like to know more, I do have the Broom and Moon Coven on Patreon, where I go into more depth into a lot of these magical things. And so I will have every month little workshops and new moon ritual and a full moon ritual that you can take part in. And right now I have a whole in-depth look at Carnelian, and so you can go there and see that. On Friday, April the 16th, I will be doing a live full moon ritual for the full moon in Libra, so you can come and see that, and you can sign up. There are two ways to sign up. There's just a general community, coven community, and then there's the Broom and Moon kind of exclusive coven, and that's limited to 13 people at a time. So, and that goes into more depth. There's more live classes. There's more very in-depth practices there. So if you enjoyed this, learning about this creativity and magic today, then you really will enjoy all the things that are coming on the Patreon page with the Broom and Moon Coven. So make sure you check that out, and put some creativity in your day today. Thanks.